It's not that I don't know how to run a business. It's just that um, it's scary. It is scary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not gonna not do it. But I just find that all the different parts. Um, if you have all the money, then things just flow. But if you need to like wait until you get more money to do this or do that, then it's like, whew. So, excuse me. I'm looking at all the different steps, and in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking like, oh, you need somebody to help you do this. You need somebody, and I don't. But it's like I wish that I had that where somebody likes your idea and then they want to take the journey with you, right? So when it's your idea, you're doing everything, and then if you just so happen to have somebody that comes along the journey and says, yeah, I think this is a great idea, I want to do it with you too, that's wonderful. But usually, you're doing it by yourself right out the gate, and sometimes it's a lonely road. Yeah. So whenever I want to do something, I just do it. I'll get the business license, I would get business cards, the website, the social media handles, and it's just like now that I'm trying to do something that's gonna be really significant in my life, I'm really struggling with, will it pan out, right? Because I've had different businesses in the past, and, I've had a nonprofit. If you know me, then you know that I stopped doing the nonprofit, and it just got heavy for me. And so the thinking creeps up of, is this going to be heavy for you? Because it's even more lofty. It's an idea that you want this to be bigger than you've ever done, bigger than things that you've done before. So how is that going to happen? If you didn't do the other one, why is this going to be different, right? And I had this certain feeling with the nonprofit. Um, it just got to be heavy, and I was doing it by myself, even though you guys supported me. There were people out there that supported me, and it was the same people because they believed in the vision. But I think the thing that I didn't invest in up front, which I should have, was getting someone to help me with like the business planning. Like, where was I going to take this nonprofit, and then the plan wasn't concrete, right? It was just kind of like it evolved into something. And so I just started to feel like I wasn't passionate about it like I used to be when I first started it. So this idea, it keeps staying in my craw. It's just kind of like I cannot stop thinking about this idea, and I want it to happen. So I'm gonna show you, on this journey of what it's like and how things go, and just get ready for the ride. And please subscribe and like this video, and in the comments, just if you have an idea and you want to do it, let's talk about it. Because that's one thing that I did really love doing, was just talking about ideas with people and how things could work better for them. It was like, when somebody else has an issue or they have a problem, you can always figure out their thing, but you can't figure out your thing for yourself. And so I think that's what's happening. This is kind of like, there's so many different parts, and committing to the parts and then just seeing it through to the end, that's where I struggle with. And will I have the support that I need to pull off this great idea, you know? So in the comments, just tell me if you have an idea, if you have a business. You don't have to say what it is, because mine is about books and surrounding books and curating books and helping people get exposure that haven't had the exposure that they need, but on a large scale. And so if you have an idea, are you struggling with something? Are you just not able to execute? What is the part that, you know, stifles you, just kind of freezes you, and then you cannot go forward because this is one part that you don't know how to do, you can't do it, you don't have the capacity or the knowledge, the money to do it. So you're just, figuring out things as you go. And I do know a lot. I know that I know a lot, but just that part of, will people come? I can tell people, oh yeah, you build a business and they will come. Build it and they will come. But then when I think about myself, I'm just like, will they come? Or what do I have to do? Do I have the capacity to do all of the things? Or do I need a whole nother person to say, yeah, Michelle, I'll help you, with this part, right? And then my own internal is just like, I don't like to not pay people. I don't believe in operating out of integrity. So if I can't pay the person, then I'm not going to ask them to help me do something, right? So there's that part. And so, I'm figuring it all out, working it out, planning, and yeah. So just let's chat it up in the comments and let me hear what you are struggling with. And, if you have a resolution, let's hear that too. So I'm open. Take care.